Hey girls, guys, and everyone else, I'm Hayze, and this is Armoured Brownies. Of course, it's London Comicon. See, it's busy, lots of setup work. Everything has been going absolutely crazy to get here. Last time, probably about 15 things went wrong. This time, about 30 things went wrong. Time before last, about 100 things went wrong. So, all told, it's going okay. But, it's been crazy, and I've spent the entire time on this boiling heat wave of a weekend in this prosthetic. But I am so happy with this prosthetic. The videos for the making of will be out soon, or you can click on the side if you're coming to this video sometime later, in which case you'll be able to see them. However, there's been some problems with this prosthetic, such as, I have thought this through, the problem of eating in this mask. I have bought food on a stick. So I should be able to just, no, that doesn't work. Oh, maybe. And also, I think I was onto something with food on sticks. So, no, that's no better. But yeah, it's been awesome. I've seen some amazing people here. The stand has been great. I've been using some of my friends from uni with my uni course, and the uni course is now over, which is also amazing. I mean, to be fair, I don't actually know how well you're going to be able to hear me, because I get a little bit of a lisp in this mask because, of course, I'm covering my face in latex, and you know, there's the whole not being able to eat thing, but I kind of dig the aviators with it. Hopefully, if you were here, we got to see you and you popped over to the stand. I know this video is going to go out afterwards because I'm not very prompt with these things, but this is where we were, and in the future, this is what you need to look for, because we will be back here in October, which will be amazing, and maybe I'll even finish the whole Vectra thing. And that's the end of the second day. It's been amazing, and biggest positive, like, this is my first like multi-part prosthetic. You'll see the making of video next week, and it'll be awesome. It's held up. I've worn it since 6:30 yesterday until about 9, and tonight it's almost 8, and I put it on at 7 this morning, and it's holding up. It's still on. Oh, I'm just so happy with how it's come out. I've learned a lot just by wearing this, just by the act of doing, that I wouldn't have like figured out otherwise. And the reactions have been fantastic. So some of them have been priceless, from like people who are genuinely like shocked and afraid, to people who like someone who couldn't get over like how realistic it was, how lifelike it was. And I don't know about that, but compared to some of my other work, I'm thrilled with it. And I've put the chin on and the face on slightly differently today from yesterday, and it's made a hell of a difference having this overlap, because you can't see my lips. I put black lipstick on, but that will only last so long when you've got all this sweat under here. Well, as for sweat, it's fairly warm in the convention centre, but once you're like in the mask for about half an hour, you kind of are as uncomfortable as you're going to get, and you can just coast on that for the rest of the time. It's kind of cool. As for the actual event, like, if only 10% of the opportunities that like people seem to be going on about come out, it's going to be a fantastic summer, because university is finished, and that's it for the summer. I've got to make my own living by baking stuff for people, which is, going to be cool. I'm going to try and stream it all, because I've got the new studio, and like the amount of people that I've met, some of you watchers, and to anybody that I met, fantastic to see you. To any of you who weren't there, hopefully I'll see you at somewhere else. It'll be awesome. Well, I've ordered pizza, so that should come soon, and I'm going to go peel this off my face. As a bonus, here are some baby pigeons who came with our hotel room. They're actually out on our balcony. Bacon roll, scissors. Success! And all it took was some tools. How do Turians even do it in game?
Highly amusing.
It's getting late in the day of day 3, and just had a small Mass Effect meet because I wore this prosthetic. I brought it on myself and got to meet some other cool cosplayers and got complimented, but no other Turians showed up. But we've seen Turians this weekend, which is awesome, because it's good to compare masks. Because weirdly enough, I don't think I could make a Turian mask out of foam like a lot of people do, and I'm really interested in like how they do it. I've been thinking about like what other content I want to make, how I want to bring the channel forward in the future, because I'm so made up by this whole thing. There's so many things I want to make. I've got some actual like art objects I want to try. I want to try making some Overwatch like 3D art. At university, one of our lecturers has been telling us about we're working on multiple projects, and he literally says, visit every project every day. And now that's not really feasible when you don't have a massive amount of space to keep all of your projects out or make sure all of them are organised. And I don't think that like goes for like, say if you're making a 7-foot tall Groot costume per se. But I want to try and organise my life and my new studio around the concept of like visit every project every week. So maybe that can be like, maybe I can tie that into a vlog, because I'll be honest, I really like making like vlogging videos, but I'm not that confident on camera, hence why every vlog for this weekend I've been in my full prosthetic, because I think it's cool and I like showing off my work. But maybe it would help with confidence, maybe it would help with doing things, because over the summer I should be able to get back on having a video a week. Maybe you can supplement that with some visit every project every week stuff. That could be a good vlog series, right? Let me know what you think. Thanks. And that's the end of London Comicon. You can probably tell by the fact that I'm sitting in a van, but still have my makeup on because, well, prosthetic, because like, I don't want to take this thing off without running water, but I might have to when I start actually getting on the motorway, because I reckon it's going to cause some problems. But you can see I've sweated off most of the like makeup underneath. Well, I forgot my really nice body paint. I'm waiting in the van queue to get back up there and unpack the table. My helpers are up there, having probably just put it down, and oh, what an event here. And that's because, like, as it turns out, trying to eat that chocolate earlier, prostate seems to be dissolved like chocolate. Who knew? It's been a learning experience all around. Sort of things I've learned. Vectra looks good in aviators. Who knew? I wonder if that works for all Turians. Other things I've learned, I really ought to actually finish a full costume to bring, because like, as much as I really like wearing the prosthetics and coming along with that, but I should finish something like paw to go with it, which I think would be awesome to actually, because there's a whole level of thing that you get involved in when you do that. Also, because I've now got the studio set up and kind of summer, and apparently second year at the degree is easier, and I've got friends and such, I'm thinking about actually like looking at starting to compete. So I might make a costume to actually enter some competitions with. But then I don't know if I should share the whole experience of making it or keep it secret from you guys, because like you kind of don't want to let everybody else in on what you're doing so you can go and surprise people. It's complicated, right? At some point I have to take this prosthetic off. It's kind of falling apart at the moment, but I really like this prosthetic now. It's been with me for 3 days straight, and for the majority of those 3 days, because it's been like almost 15 hours each day. And like, is there such thing as a lifestyle Turian? Can I do that? No, I don't. That's probably a bad plan. Although, lifestyle Turian could do some great. A lifestyle Turian, I reckon could do some great beauty vlog videos. That would be fun. More things I've learned. I need to figure out what I did differently with the paint job on this mask rather than any others, because wow, does everything just wipe straight off this without taking the paint off, which is really, really good. I need to remember to have better shoes next time, as I'm full of blisters. Make sure I don't have my ears covered so I can actually talk to people, because that's a problem we had. Though I will say one little trick that I did this time, because my phone is terrible, I have a hand-free set underneath my prosthetic. So, of course, that means I've got an earbud in. That is the last of the stand to go, and we are out. And that is everything for this event. Something else I learned, one of the reasons why this video might be really, really weird and cut between many different things is because none of the cameras that I own, none of the phones that I own are particularly good for vlogging at all. But I have to keep cutting between them all. So we'll see if that works. So I need to sort out a better vlogging solution if this is something I'm going to do. But anyway, thank you so much for coming through with me on this weekend. It's been crazy, and soon we'll have the making of this mask. I may even do a application tutorial because I've had to learn how to put it on this weekend. Comment below if you were at Comic-Con as well, and if we interacted, let me know. If not, just say hi. Remember to subscribe. We've got an Instagram now, Armoured Brownies. And we're going to be streaming again very soon on Twitch. Got a grand relaunch of the stream on Saturday, Sunday, enter date here. And yeah, so thanks for joining me, and goodbye.